Let's talk honestly. Most people do not stay broke because they are cursed. They do not stay broke only because the world is unfair. They do not stay broke only because opportunity does not exist. Yes, life is harder for some people. Yes, the system is not equal. Yes, people face different challenges. But there is also another truth many people avoid. A lot of people stay broke because of how they think, how they behave, and what they repeat. Being broke is not always just a money problem. Very often, it is a mindset problem, a habit problem, a discipline problem, and a decision problem. That may sound hard, but hard truths can save lives. Let me explain. A person can make money and still stay broke. Why? Because income alone does not create wealth. What you do with money matters. How you think about money matters. How you manage yourself matters. Many people say they want financial freedom, but their habits move in the opposite direction. They want a better life, but they avoid skill building. They want more money, but they do not respect budgeting. They want results, but they chase shortcuts. They want freedom, but they spend like people trying to impress others. And that combination keeps people stuck. One of the biggest reasons people stay broke is short-term thinking. They think about how to feel good now, not how to build stability later. They think about appearance, not assets. They think about spending, not strategy. They think about quick money, not lasting value. They think about entertainment, not education. And over time, short-term thinking creates long-term pain. Another reason many people stay broke is because they do not build valuable skills. Money usually follows value. If you solve problems, create results, help people, improve systems, communicate well, sell well, lead well, or build useful skills, your earning power increases. But many people want better income without becoming more valuable. They want more money while staying the same. That is not how growth works. If you want your financial life to change, part of your identity must change too. You have to become more disciplined, more useful, more strategic, more patient, more teachable. Another reason people stay broke is emotional spending. Some people spend because they are stressed. Some spend to look successful. Some spend because they are bored. Some spend because they want validation. Some spend because they never learned how to separate needs from ego. And the problem with emotional spending is that it creates a cycle. You feel something. You spend to feel better. You feel relief for a moment. Then reality returns. Now you have less money and the same problem. That cycle quietly destroys progress. Another reason people stay broke is that they are addicted to fast money fantasies. They do not want process. They want miracles. They do not want patience. They want speed. They do not want skill. They want luck. So they jump from one thing to another. One trend. One secret method. One shortcut. One fantasy after another. But wealth is rarely built by random emotional chasing. Real financial progress usually comes from structure. Earning, managing, saving, learning, improving, and making wiser decisions over time. That may not sound glamorous, but it works. Another major reason people stay broke is poor environment. If everyone around you wastes money, saving feels strange. If everyone around you lives for image, humility becomes hard. If nobody around you thinks long-term, discipline becomes lonely. If your circle only talks about spending and never about building, your standards drop. Environment influences financial behavior more than many people admit. And then there is this. Many people have never truly decided to become financially disciplined. They say they want money, but wanting money is not enough. You must be willing to become the kind of person who can keep it, grow it, and use it wisely. Money exposes character. If you are impulsive without money, more money can amplify that. If you are disorganized without money, more money can still disappear. If you lack discipline now, Income alone may not solve your deeper problem. So what should a person do if they want to stop being stuck? First, become brutally honest. Where is your money going? Where is your time going? What habits are keeping you in the same place? What are you avoiding? What skills are you refusing to build? What excuses are costing you progress? Second, learn to separate image from wealth. Looking rich and becoming stable are not the same thing. Many people are buying attention while losing peace. Third, build valuable skills. Communication, selling, writing, content creation, problem solving, trade skills, digital skills, leadership, organization. Useful skills increase opportunity. Fourth, respect budgeting and tracking. What gets measured gets understood, and what gets understood can be improved. Fifth, think long-term. A lot of financial pain comes from impatient living. Slow progress is still progress. Small savings matter. Small improvements matter. Small wise decisions matter. Sixth, control your ego. Ego makes people buy what they cannot afford to impress people who do not care. Humility builds stability. Seventh, stop chasing random shortcuts. There is nothing wrong with ambition, but ambition without discipline becomes fantasy. Now let me be clear. This is not about blaming people for every struggle. Life is real, pressure is real, bills are real, responsibilities are real. But personal responsibility is still powerful. And once you understand that, everything begins to change. Because the moment you stop seeing money as only an external issue and start seeing it as something connected to habits, discipline, thinking, environment, and behavior, you gain power. Now you can improve. Now you can grow. Now you can make better choices. You do not need to become perfect overnight. You do not need to become rich instantly. You do not need to fake success. You need to become more intentional, learn more, spend wiser, build skills, think longer term, respect your future more than your impulses. That is how people begin to change their financial life. And here is the beautiful part. When you become more disciplined with money, you are not just improving your bank account. You are improving your self-respect. You are improving your peace. You are improving your freedom. You are improving your options. Because money is not everything. But lack of discipline with money can create unnecessary suffering. So if you want a better future, stop asking only, how can I make more? And start asking, how can I become better with what I earn, better with how I think, and better with how I build? That question is powerful. Own your path. Build discipline, build value, build patience, build wisdom. And if you want more honest content about money mindset, discipline, self-respect, and life direction, subscribe to Own Your Path.